Donna in Minneapolis. Hey, Donna, what's up?
Hi. Oh, it's been a long time. I'm so glad that I have you back. I actually don't have Dish anymore, and I'm trying to get you on this new cable system that I'm on.
Well, if you're looking for the free speech TV feed, it's also on Roku. It's also on, I think, Hulu.
Yeah. So
and it's on Amazon Fire Stick now. So there's lots of possibilities.
Thanks so much. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to demand full psychological testing for all presumptive presidential nominees.
That should be the job of the media.
Yep.
And the media, I mean, you know, the psychological testing, the way that this country was created and organized and our democracy was organized, is that the psychological testing is done by you and me. It's done by the voters. And the information is delivered to us for our evaluation by the Fourth Estate. It's called the Fourth Estate after, you know, the First Estate, the Congress, the Second Estate, the President, the Third Estate, the Supreme Court. The Fourth Estate is the informal estate, although it's the only industry mentioned in the entire Constitution. The Fourth Estate established in the First Amendment, the free press. Our free press is no longer free. Our free press is now under the control, or at least 90% of it, is under the control of 7 corporations. And so, surprise, surprise, we're getting a corporate filtered view of pretty much everything.
Perhaps we could get this going, though. I mean, perhaps we can start getting people on, I don't know, maybe even on the Thom Hartmann page.
Well, I think it's
sign up.
I'm sorry, Donna, continue.
That's okay. I don't think they're going to do that, and I am terrified. I'm absolutely terrified. Secondly, I was watching, and, you know, I flipped through most of the time. Last night I was watching through C-SPAN because I cannot stand the pundits. But as I was flipping through, I happened to see Newt Gingrich talking to one of the I don't know if it was a pundit, I don't know who it was. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about facts versus feelings, and he was spewing off supposed facts, and she was saying, no, I'm sorry, that's not accurate. And he would say, but people feel that way. And I say that because people feel that way, that's a fact. And you know what? He's right. He's right. That until we really get that facts, until we can get our facts out in a way that people get it, rather than going with their feelings. I mean, he had something to say that resonated with me, and we have to figure that one out. Yeah. Secondly, when Donna Brazile stepped in, the first thing that she said to all of the Bernie people is, I get it. Now, you know me, because I've been on this for a long time, and I stepped back because you said it's not time. But I think you'd agree that it's time now. Yeah. But Donna Brazile said that she voted for Jesse Jackson, and she gets these, Bernie or bust people, and she felt the same way at that time. The only thing is she didn't go far enough. The fact is that if they don't vote, what will happen is that Trump will get in just like Ronald Reagan got in.
Yeah, and Richard Nixon.
And Richard Nixon. And we've got to get that out. We've got to listen to the Bernie or bust people and speak to them in a way, not lecture them, not tell them they have to do this. I haven't heard anybody really listen and really get it yet and say, you know what, I get you, and this is why I feel that we have to do this.
Well, here's the main thing that I get from the Bernie or bust people, and Lee Camp did a great job of putting together, all the states where it looks like there was voter fraud. You had voting machines that had no paper trail whatsoever, that diverged radically from the exit polls in the Democratic primary, but not at all in the Republican primary, which is a clear indication of voter fraud. And a lot of people, and there's several other examples. And in California, I mean, they're still counting ballots in cities. San Diego just flipped to Bernie recently, a couple of days ago. It's like, and so there are people looking at this system going, whoa, this is really badly broken. There's something screwed up here, particularly with these electronic machines. They're jumping to the conclusion that it was the DNC and Hillary Clinton that did this. I think that if there was even the smallest trace of that, it would have been included in that document dump. The email dump, and I'm guessing that this was, Republicans messing in our election, because they're the ones who've been manipulating voting machines, as far as I can tell, ever since 1998. And Mark Crispin Miller and I and Greg Palast and I have had this conversation on the air and Brad Friedman, no shortage of numbers of times. But those data points that I just laid out are part of the rationale for people saying, but wait a minute, it wasn't fair. This election was stolen from us. Bernie could have won it if it had, if Debbie Wasserman Schultz hadn't put her thumb on the scale, and if the Republicans hadn't hacked the voting machines, Bernie could have. Well, yes, that may well be true, but it's not the case right now, and we can't relitigate the primaries. It's not going to happen. It's too late. Bernie has moved on. He's created a whole brand new movement, ourrevolution.org, which is operating within the Democratic Party and supportive of the Democratic Party. I think this is one of the most tectonic changes in the Democratic Party in my lifetime. I mean, it's right up there with Lyndon Johnson proposing the Great Society, the Voting Rights Act, and the Civil Rights Act. This is major. Bernie Sanders, by himself in large part, with some help from Elizabeth Warren and a few other good, the whole progressive caucus, but Bernie has transformed the Democratic Party. I think you're never going to see a Democratic convention again that has the corporate patina to it, in my opinion. I could be wrong, and maybe I'm way too much of an optimist.
The paradigm. He shifted the paradigm, and it's up to each and every one of us. And I invite your listeners to actually go out and speak to the Bernie or Bust people, listen to them, and talk to them in a way that makes sense to them to help shift their paradigm now. Yeah. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. And you said it very well, and I don't disagree at all. And yes, like I said, here's the original Bernie bro. And I fear for my nation. And I hope for my nation. I actually, keep in mind, just go through this list. Whether you like Hillary Clinton or not, these are issues on which she and the Democratic Party are relatively solid. Whether it's LGBT rights, whether it's women's rights and abortion rights, whether it's the separation of church and state, whether it's tax fairness, whether it's ending the hyper-militarization and fetishization of the military in this country. I saw a couple of people on Twitter, clearly Republican trolls pretending they were Democrats. I'm a Democrat, I'm a vet, and I was really offended that the stage was not filled with American flags. Right. I think the DNC is really doing a great job. We'll be back.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.